Hello, hello, hello. This is Miss Kosh. I want to do a little. Well, I miss you guys. Okay, so I'm a big shout out to my IB kids, it's my pre-cal kids, and everybody. And couple updates from me. First of all, I'm using my phone to film this, so my apologies. Um, I am definitely doing the best I can to self quarantine or to social distance, as they're talking about. We went to Honduras. I went with my sister and her husband and their two kids. We went to Honduras over spring break and we flew back just in time. They closed all the airport. Well, they started doing health screenings the day after we got back, and so we were really, really glad about that. But my niece is 4 years old, and if there was any virus anywhere in either, and well, we were in 3 airports at some point. She found it. She touched everything and everything. Anyway, so we feel good, but we're also trying to avoid people because we don't know what we caught. We flew back that Thursday of spring break. So at this point, I have set up shop at my sister's house. I figure whatever germs that they have, I have at this point, and it's more fun than being home by myself. So I am here in my sister's game room. So let me just show you where I'll be. Let's see if I can I flip this around? Well, okay. I can't. Okay, so I'm up in her game room, and she's got an 11-year-old and a 4-year-old, and so sometimes they run in the middle of whatever I'm doing, and you never know what's going to happen. But there's the pool table, and there's actually a bed up there because when our whole family gets together, we just sleep anywhere and everywhere. But we're up here, so I wanted to turn this around. Well, okay, I can't do that. Okay, so this is my little setup. So I've got my computer where I'm ready to go and whatever resources I need. And this is how I'm going to film videos. I found a box of an empty box from diapers, and I'll use that. And then here's my iPad, and so I'm going to write underneath, and that's how I'll make any videos that I need to make. You may notice I look grungy. I don't have any makeup on. We might as well live it up, right? Why bother at this point? It is what it is. So we're going to be fine. It's going to be great, but it definitely is going to be an adjustment. So let me show you kind of what I'm thinking at this point for math. Okay, so math, it will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're expecting you to work for about an hour. Okay, so so on each of my, let's see if I can show you this on. Can you see my screen? Sort of. On each of these, so here's the Distance Learning Honors Pre-Cal. What I'm going to post this for you. And every day I have what I'm calling a watch, a do, a check, an ask, an answer, a verify. And I have that same setup. Here's my HL one, which if you notice, at this point with Pre-Cal, I have the first 2 days figured out. Yay. Okay, with HL, I have the first day figured out, and I haven't made it too far beyond that. And SL, guess what? You're third. Anyway, it is what it is. I will be ready by the time I need to be ready, but I'm not there yet. And so what I've done on all of these is, okay, so the watch, there's going to be some sort of video. So on this one, Pre-Cal, you had one video. And on this day, I have 3 videos that I want you to watch. And then there's something to do. So if you click on these, by the way, that'll take you to YouTube of me. Okay, well, we don't need to hear that. And then this one, the do, what we've tried to do is we've tried to simplify, to consolidate. So I'm calling this, solving trig equations simplified practice. And then I have my answer key, which I would imagine you're familiar with. So that's kind of how we've been rolling. And then what I did, and then there's a way that you can ask questions and the way that you can get answers, and then a way that we're going to, every day I'm going to ask you to verify something. Okay, so in Pre-Cal, this first one, there's a quizzes from the first day, a quizzes for the second day. They're due by 5 o'clock on Friday. On the HL, what I'm going to have us do is I want to do a discussion on the proofs that came along with this. So Pre-Cal and SL, we may get into discussions also. I'm going to try and figure it out with HL first. But, okay, so everybody has something similar to this, where there's a Google form. I made one. I hope you can see this. I made one for each of the courses. So Pre-Cal has one, SL has one, HL has one. And so you'll pick what topic that your question is on. I don't know that we're going to be gone the whole year, but I'm set up for what we need for the rest of the year. And then, does it relate to a specific problem? If so, which problem? And then, what's the question? So you can ask me a question and submit it here. But then the cool thing is, then what I did is I put a link to the spreadsheet that it creates. Okay, and so you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see when they sent the question, but you won't be able to see who sent the question. So you'll see those are the 3 things that I ask, and then find the answer here. So what I might notice is that a bunch of people ask about problem number 2. So then I can go in and make a video that answers problem number 2, and I'll post a link here, and I might group those or put it in multiple places. So what I'm suggesting you do is, so you watch the video, you do the practice problem, you check your answers against my answer key, you ask if you have any questions. There may be a day where you have 3 questions, and there may be multiple days where you don't have any questions, and that's fine. But I would say recommended to check the answer page first to see if somebody else has already asked that question. And then there's a verify, and all the verifies that's how I know you're doing what you need to be doing. So in pre-cal, it's some quizzes at this point, and in HL, the first one I want us to do is a discussion. In SL, I don't know yet. So I will think through all this a little bit better. But we're going to live and die by these. Hopefully you could see that. Hopefully that worked. So we're gonna work off of those. We're gonna see what we can do. I'm here if you have questions. I want to support you. I miss you guys. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say besides that. So if you have any good math jokes that you want to send, I'll be collecting those. Or if we have any coronavirus specific math jokes, oh, there's your challenge. See if you can find any coronavirus specific math jokes to share with us during this first week. What else do I need to tell you? I don't know. Ask questions as you have them. And we'll go from there. So you definitely, I will say this. This is on you, okay? I'm going to do my part, and I'm trying to consolidate this as much as possible. But for those of you that see math in your future, it's important that you take this seriously, and you might even need to go kind of above and beyond. Depending on what you see in your future, these are important topics that we're learning. So it's going to be up to you to do your part. Sorry, I came back from Honduras with a cough, but we're good. So my brain stopped. It's up to you. If you want to learn this, that's what I'm most concerned about. I don't really care about the grades. I want you to learn this material so that you can be successful in whatever comes next. So if there's something that you think I can do to support you better, let me know, and we're going to go from there. So work hard. Have fun with your family while we're here stuck at home. I'm having fun with my sister and her kiddos. So here we go.